Guys, part two of how to buy and sell a stock using my stock alerts. TAST I had alerted and it immediately dropped and went into the negative. The thing about my stock picks is they also act as a safety net. If you look at this as a 5-year view of TAST, it's been going up for 5 years, so chances are, even though it did take a drop, if you just hold on to it in a few more days or a week, it's going to come back up. It's going to go into the profit zone, and you can turn this into a winning trade. Another recent trade I had was DRH. I had alerted DRH over here, and DRH actually took a pretty large drop. The S&P 500 had a couple down days, took a lot of stocks down with it, and DRH dropped. But I held on to DRH, and just within a week, DRH came back up, and it's now sitting at 1465, and it also looks what's beginning to form a reverse head and shoulders pattern, which leads me to believe it's heading towards a spike. Now for the reverse head and shoulders pattern, we'll go into that with this one, FCF. FCF is forming a head and shoulders chart setup along with crossing the 10, 20, and 30-day SMAs. So to show you what a reverse head and shoulders looks like, just imagine the outline of a person's body, a shoulder, a head, and a neck, and flip it upside down, reverse it. So you have your shoulder, your head, and another shoulder. Once you cross this line, majority of the time you go into a spike. So I alerted FCF because it was forming that pattern, reverse head and shoulders. So we'll go back and look at our chart with FCF. The FCF formed the reverse head and shoulders. I had alerted it at 862, and it went up to a high of 8.99 on that spike, went up to almost $9. So you can see how the reverse head and shoulders plays out. On to the next stock, VIPS. VIPS is forming a cup and handle chart pattern. This is similar to the reverse head and shoulders. You need to kind of use your imagination to see it, and after you see it a few times, your eyes will be trained to it. But this is Google Images. This is the cup and handle. You have a big cup forming. The handle comes down 1/3 of the way. Once it reaches that 1/3 point, you go into a spike. So that's what VIPS was doing. Let's go ahead and take a look at VIPS. I had alerted VIPS at 25.39. It completed the cup and handle chart pattern. It's now sitting at 27.38. So you can see that's a $2 gain right now, right there. Very successful trade. Happy with that one. DOC. I used the MACD indicator switch on this one. You can see here, very clear MACD switch, crossing the trend line I put in. I alerted it at 1680. That was DOC. Go to the chart and look at it. The MACD made its switch. By looking at the MACD, you can see it has plenty of room for growth here. Look at the formation of the MACD right here, and you can see a similar one back here. So look how much room this has to grow. I alerted at 1680. It's already at 1711 with room to grow. You can see how that one plays out as well. Next stock, TSM. Same thing, exact same play. MACD indicator switch, crossed my trend line at 24.28. Go to our advanced chart and look at it. I alerted TSM at 24.28. It's now at 24.66. The MACD indicator has still not switched yet. It's just hitting that point. So that also leads me to believe this has room to grow. The last stock, TTGT. This is just like Denny's. These are my favorite trades. These are the trades where you buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here, and just right off this trend line. It's that easy. When I alerted this, TTGT had not quite come down to the trend line yet, so I waited a day or two before actually placing that trade. So TTGT, I waited for it to come down to the trend line, and I placed my trade there. And within 2 or 3 days, it spiked up to 12.32. I made a quick $200 off this trade. It was super easy, and I live in Asia, so my time zone is exactly opposite of yours, of the U.S. For me, the stock market opens at midnight. For you, it's 9 a.m. For me, it's midnight. So I'm actually in bed when the stock market is happening, when it's active. So when I tell you that I trade stocks in my sleep, that is the truth. I'm literally in bed buying and selling stocks from my phone in my sleep. It's that easy. Once you get the hang of it, once you figure it out, you can do it from work, you can do it from vacation, you can do it from the other side of the world in bed. I made $200 in my sleep on this one, right from my phone. So please send me any questions you have, anything you're wondering about, so I can make more videos to put out to you guys. And subscribe to my stock alerts, www.bullmarketstocktrades.com. You can subscribe to my stock alerts through there. It's free. Or go to my Facebook page and inbox me your email address, Bull Market Stock Trades. Thank you, and have a great day.